I remember we were playing in Oscars, and somebody got up and saying to me, you not think you're in a band, you have a platform there to talk about what's going on here, and coincidentally at that time I was really getting into listening to a lot of soul music, and What's Going On, Marvin Gaye was like my favorite record at the time, and that was like a classic benchmark in soul music as a comment on that whole period, the 60s and the civil rights movement in America, and I thought, well, that's right. We really should at least try and say something here about what's going on, and that song "Crisis" of mine was about in a band and trying to mention about talk trying to talk about where you're from and what's happening, but not being very good at it, and that was a kind of a crisis I was in. And fans used to come up to the Casbah. His brother had been inside. Had just come out, and that was at the time when there were the first releases of people from the initial reaction from Bloody Sunday. People joining up. The IRA were just getting released, and so he was the first person that I'd ever met that had actually been inside that got released. And that was kind of a weird experience. He was sort of almost disorientated for the first couple of weeks, and it was funny watching that, And I remember, I'd known his girlfriend. She'd remained his girlfriend all the time that he was inside, and the song "Youre Welcome," that was about that there. It's kind of trendy, write a song about that in some way, articulate that,
The hunger strike was kind of an emotive subject, so I had the tune, I wrote the music, and the chorus was "It's going to happen all the time," because Ireland's got a history of hunger strikes. The main chorus was "It's going to happen until you change your mind," meaning the British government. He actually did Top of Pops for "It's Gonna Happen" on the day Bobby Sands died, and I'm actually on TV with Black Armband. I don't regret doing that actually, but at the same time I'm very conscious that maybe I probably might have alienated people, Protestants especially, who might have been watching that, going, "What's he doing that for?" I'm an Undertones fan for years, and like obviously, why is he? This is like supporting an IRA terrorist here, and that makes me a bit uneasy because I didn't want to rub people up the wrong way.
Up room there was Damien's bedroom. That was where we practiced right up till the third LP came out.
We'd practice upstairs, and then next day we'd be in Sheffield or something.
Well, with two guitars going through one amp, and the vocals are going through the bass amp.
We'd have T-shirts with the drums to dampen the sound. But you used to have like Wayne's and all used to come outside and listen to his practices.
Is that right?
That's famous. That was nice.
True punk spirit.
True punk spirit. God, everything looks so small. Oh dear. It's weird. Everything's shrunk.
The same but different.
Same but different.
Yeah.
And this is the famous backyard. This is where we did My Perfect Cousin video. Well, shot most of it like out in the back here.
Now I've got a cousin called Kevin. He's sure to go to heaven. Always spotless, clean and neat, as smooth as you'll Kevin. He's got a fur-lined sheepskin jacket. My ma said they cost a packet. She won't even let me explain that me and Kevin were just not the same. Oh, my perfect cousin. What I like to do, he doesn't. He's his family's pride and joy, his mother's little golden boy. He's got a degree in economics, maths, physics, and bionics. He thinks that I'm a cabbage, cause I hate university challenge. Even at the age of 10, Smart for Kevin was a smart boy then. He always beat me at some booty, yo, cause he flicked a kick and I didn't know. Oh, my perfect cousin. What I like to do, he doesn't. He's his family's pride and joy, his mother's little golden boy. His mother bought him a synthesizer, got the human league into advisor. Now he's making lots of noise, playing along with the art school boys. Girls try to attract his attention, but what a shame, it's in vain, total rejection. He will never be left on the shelf, cause Kevin, he's in love with himself.